Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to give the demonstration of our final web tech project. In our group we have Danial Malik, Ubaid, Elliot, Rashwan, and me, Syed Mustafa Imam. Our project is about COVID-19 registration application. In this application, we are easing the process of getting a person getting registered for the vaccination, and we are converting the whole process digitally. Like if a person wants to travel, he or she can travel um, without a certificate, because the certificate will be in the mobile phone every time, everywhere. So they just need to log in their system, in their application, and they just can show their vaccine history, and or their information about the vaccine, which vaccine they had and on which date they had, and how many doses they had. Everything in that single application on on the mobile phones. So let us show my architecture of our application. So we have designed our application in such a way that we created a microservices of multiple front-end applications, in which we have a separate admin panel, separate doctor, and separate patient panel. Why do we have a architecture like this? As we know that the load of there would be the load of on the website, there will be a huge load on our website, as these days everyone is just rushing to the covid and vaccine, getting the vaccination done. So therefore we separated all these three, um, our top layer applications separately, and these all applications are hosted on Firebase. They are all separate on separate hosts, and then we have an API calls which make a call to the server, and our server is hosted on Heroku, and our database is hosted on MongoDB Atlas. And this is the whole architecture of our website, that how our website works. And now here is the links of our website. Those are actually we have hosted on the Firebase. So here we have the admin panel. Then we have the other doctor and the patient. First, we will go through the admin panel. So in this, we have the admin password and the admin user ID. Then we can log in into the account, and here is the dashboard. If on the dashboard we have the press details, the updates, you can have everything over here, and then on the dashboard pane, we have vaccination centers, vaccination list, add new vaccine, and list all vaccines. And then we can also add new doctor, and we can also see that how many doctors are registered and how many are in which hospitals they are being registered. So first, let me go through the add new center. In the from here we can add the new center which are being getting registered with the government. So if we have, if we can say that, mm like we are having Holy Family. It's the center name. In which city? It's in Karachi. We are actually targeting just these cities right now, and the address, Garden, Garden East. Then how much capacity can they have? Can have 2,000 people maximum, and it's government or private. It's private. So just let me submit the form. So we have added a new vaccination center, and this is directly being added to the MongoDB Atlas. Then we have the list all vaccinations. Okay, first we need to see the this is the hospital that I recently added, and it's getting from the server. Let me show it to you. Like network, we can go to the dashboard, and if we hit this endpoint, so here we are having our vaccination center from the COVID decision app, which is hosted on Heroku, and the endpoint is admin vaccination centers. So from there, we are getting these all the list of the hospitals, and in the same way, we can add new vaccines. So here we have the vaccines; those are added. We can also update the quantity if we have if we get more vaccines from the AIDS or something. So we can also update like 80,000. Yeah, 80,000. We can update it. So if we go again, come here too. So in our database, it will get updated. And here comes the interesting part. Here is the part where the doctor will submit an application to get their self register. Might be the volunteer; they can volunteer themselves for the COVID, the whole campaign. So they will going to submit an application to the NCOC. Then they will their admin will approve their application, and they will um, add their details over here. So for the sake, I'm going to let's say we are registering Dr. Ishratulibad. Dr. Dr. Deenazar. Then the workplace, South City Hospital. Oh, okay. These all hospitals are directly coming from the database. So this is also on runtime. Like right now, I've added the Holy Family, so it's also being showed in the list. So I am selecting the South City Hospital, then email. Um, Now I'm using email, my CS email ID. So and the contact number and the password abc.123 and submit the form. New doctor added. Here we also have how the doctor came to know that he or she is being registered and what are the credentials. So we have also catered that problem too. They will get an email like the doctor which have been registered with the name. They will get an email, Dr. Dilansari, registration completed. So let's see, it's just came now 0 minutes ago. And hello Dr. Dilansari, thank you for registration. This email will every doctor will get this email, and they will get the credentials and the password and the cell number. And from here they will get into their doctor's dashboard. From where they can, it's the doctor's login, and from where they can vaccinate new people, and they can update their profile also. So now let's see all our doctors. See, Dr. Dil Ansari has also been added, and the email has been sent on my email address as I have given my email address. So this is our admin, and we can also delete the records too. So if we came back here, the Rastogi is deleted. We can delete the test one. See, test is also deleted. We can update the contact number. We can delete hospitals too. We can also delete the vaccinations. So this part is our admin panel, and once the things are being uploaded and done, so the person can just log out their sessions. And once the person is being logged out, they cannot get into the admin dashboard as it's been using the JSON web tokens, and it's using the cookie parser. And for the verification, we are also doing using the VC crypt for the hashing the passwords. I'll tell that in the backend too. Now we have the doctor's part. So now let's see, I have got this email, my password. So now let me log in to invalid credentials. Let me So yeah, it's now logged in, and on the doctor's dashboard we have Dr. Dil Ansari as our doctor, and now we can retrieve the patients and we can vaccinate people here. So now first let me get into our web app, the user side. So first let us make a user. So for that, if a user is not registered, so we can also register them too using this sign up page. And in the sign up page we have the Muhammad Amir, maybe Muhammad Amir, and this is the interesting part. Here we have done the dynamic checking on the NIC of the person. So if I enter person who is already registered, like I can show it over here. If I enter the CNIC, the person is already registered. Elliot Joseph is already registered on the CNIC. So we cannot register the same person twice. So we need to change the. Now I'm generating one. The email address will be mm, imam.com, city Karachi, mail age 21, address house number 55, password ABC. Also I have added the strength bar in the bottom, and then we have the password mat. It's also dynamic. So now still the sign up button is not is disabled. So if once I agree to the terms and condition of the NCOC, then only the my sign up button will get enabled. So new user is being created successfully, and I can log into the account of that new user. The user I have created is Muhammad Amir. So it's the dashboard of the user. So over here they can see the active cases, the people vaccinated, the recovery, and the vaccines efficiency. So the user can also update their profile. They can update their cell number and house, their address. So the if I'm going to update the cell phone number, and DHA code, update details, patient information updated successfully. So now let us refresh the page and see the cell phone number is also updated, and the DHA phase 4 is also been updated. Now we have the vaccination details of the client of the patient. So Muhammad Amir is not being vaccine vaccinated up till now. So what we will do, we will vaccinate Muhammad Amir. So doctor will going to vaccinate the person. So first we need to retrieve their patient's detail. So we have over here we have the details of the patient. So now we can vaccinate a person. So we are going to choose Sinovac for the vaccination. It's the first dose, and we are going to um, vaccinate the person on this date, the today's date. So patient is vaccinated. Now, once we get into the dashboard of this and we refresh the page, now we can see the vaccine name Sinovac and the vaccination center South City Hospital, and here is the date of dose and first dose complete. Now, after 15 days, um when Mohammad Amir again goes back to the center, and goes back, and the doctor didn't know about which vaccine he had last time. So the our form will dynamically retrieve the vaccine which the person have get. So they'll just directly come over here in this field, and it will also tell us that which dose number is this. So it's the second dose, and now we can register the dose too. So now we can see that in the users part, Muhammad Amir will get the second dose too. And this is our database. Okay, COVID vaccination app. So this is our doctors, then the patients, and then the vaccine and the vaccination centers. In the data we have, in the patients we have created the references of the other. These are the tokens, like these are the tokens which will get generated every time the patient or the user logged into the accounts. Like if we go to down here, the Muhammad Amir will have only one object ID as he only logged in once. So what this token will do, it will do the validation check that is the user is verified for that time being, because I have created the cookie that is valid for only 30 minutes. The user will be only valid for 30 minutes. So if once the 30-minute will be passed, the person will automatically get logged out. So this is the our um, users dashboard. This is our admin, and then this is our doctor, which are all uh, hosted separately. So now we can also log that out from here, and we can also log that out from here. So we each every page is authenticated using authentication methods. The routes are being protected, so no chance of getting in any of the page without being uh, registered, without being logged in. So this is the front side of the application. So now I'm going to jump into our code. So first we have the client, and you can see that we have client adapter, client patient, then we have our server. So starting from the server, on server side we have used the MVC architecture, in which we have a separate controllers for each of the routes. For admin we have these routes, what admin can do. Then for the doctor's part we have these routes, and for index, this is the index from where the admin will getting into the admin, and these are the routes of the patient, and these are the routes for our users for the update, delete, and everything. So now this is our controller, the models. Okay, in models we also have used basic uh, joy validations for our data that we are getting from the users. So over here we have added the joy validation for each and every form that we are getting filled from the user, so we don't have any chance of getting wrong information or wrong input from the user side. So the joy validation is also being done. And on the logged in login, on the sign up part, we also have used the bc crypt for the sake of hashing our passwords. And you can also see over here that this is our password that is being hashed using BC crypt, and then we are using the JSON will have our dependencies. We have the cookie parser for getting the cookies, and then we are also using the JSON web tokens. By in over here I'll be generating the tokens for each of the person who logged into the our dashboards, so no unauthenticate user will get into the database or into our accounts. So this is the backend. Okay, backend is completed. Now let me jump into the admin. So over here we have used the Firebase for our front end. We have deploy our website on Firebase, and then we have our source. In source we have divided our project in multiple components for the layout. Then we have the pages, the views part, in which we have centers, the dashboard, doctors, doctor vaccine, and the error page also, and we have the vaccines too. So this is our add new center page. Over here we are using the states for adding the for getting the data of the new centers, and then we are using Axios to submit our data and to retrieve our data, and this is our form. So this was the this was our whole project demonstration that we have developed over this month. So thank you, and